Hi, everybody. I'm Mel Doerr, the Aloha shirt psychic. And I've got Kim Copeland in the house. Hi, Kim.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mel. Thank you for having me back. I know we had to miss a week or two because you were out of town and stuff going on. And so thank you for
Oh, and then
getting us
the
back together.
dog. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's okay. Things like this happen in life. It happens to everybody, Mel. You know what? You just happen to be a public figure when we just notice it, you know?
It just everything piled on top, all in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're doing this, and maybe we can everybody that's watching, no matter what time of day or night, just send Mel some healing prayers. And by the way, some of my messages were sending you the most benevolent outcome, Mel. And see you. I see you with golden angels
Yay.
up in the clouds, by the way. But that doesn't mean you're in heaven. I just
I
see
mean, I'm
you.
going to die, does it?
You're just astral traveling up to heaven.
You said astral, I think. Um, and everybody sent healing energy to Lucky. I was training her this morning and she was jumping through some hoops. And then later on this afternoon, when she tried to get up on her chair, she whimpered. So she's favoring her left back hip. And I'm feeling terribly guilty because I'm thinking, I shouldn't. I mean, she likes to do the jumping, but I think no more jumping after this. So she's going to the vet tomorrow. So I'll
Okay.
beat myself up for that because poor dog. I mean,
Yeah, the left side. That's right. Okay. I thought you said right side, but yeah, that's right.
so
Okay. We will. And I have my this is my feel good stone.
oh, that looks really cool.
It is cool. I got it in Mount Shasta. I'm going to Mount Shasta in 2 weeks.
Yay.
Yeah. And I got this last year in Mount Shasta. And it just feels good. We have these little things, to make us feel good. Okay. So I've got some questions, Mel.
I want to say thank you, first of all, to everybody in the community that sends so much healing energy and messages. I got a message from Danny Shea. I got a message from Violetta. I got a message from Kevin Chandler, Kevin Lewis, Linda Grindle, Sterling. I mean, everybody has just been so, so wonderful. So, I mean, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But I mean, everybody has just been so wonderful, including yourself. So, thank all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just send
Yeah,
healing energy to Lucky.
yeah, and to Lucky here. I feel like she needs a green. I don't know, green blue. I get green blue. I mean, that color of your shirt and that green there, that's the color I feel lucky.
Um,
And blue's
I,
an anti-inflammatory too.
I talked to a holistic practitioner and they said put some CBD oil in our food. So I did that and we'll see what
Okay.
happens. But I don't have any like gabapentin in the house. A gabapentin. What's the other one? Gabapentin, right?
Yeah, gabapentin.
Yep. I forget I don't know if there's a brand name or generic name.
I don't know. I've only seen it as gabapentin. I haven't seen it any other way. So,
Neurontin. That's
oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. Gabapentin's a generic. Okay, forgot. You're
so
right.
we got questions, huh?
Yeah, we do. Okay. So let me see here. You want me to go? You want me to start with one?
Go ahead.
All right. And if you hear a little chewies, chew, 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 and crunchy, crunchy, that's my dog's chew, chew, chewing in the background.
Oh,
They have their nylobones. Okay, now this question was from yesterday. Mary Ann D is asking, do my two dogs that passed hear me when I ask them to take my 19-year-old dementia kitty Layla with them? Can't bear to euthanize another pet, but I know she is more fragile every day. I want her to be free with them. I told her job on earth is done. It's okay to go. Oh my goodness.
they're hearing her when she's asking to
Uh-huh.
take the kitty cat. Um,
They're ready for her.
they're ready. But I'm thinking you might have to put the cat down. But it's time. It's pretty much time. kitty cat's holding on, but
Right.
it's, the dogs or whoever's on the other side, the animal guides are saying it's time. And so, sometimes it's terrible for us to make the decision to have to, euthanize our pets. But, if they're in horrible pain and suffering, and if it's not going to get any better, and if it's like terminal pain and suffering, then, we don't want them to suffer.
And she has dementia.
And she has kitty dementia. And so, my guides are telling me it's time.
I'm getting the chills on that, so I agree with you there. Thank you. I don't need to add anything to that. I think that's right.
We're getting ready to go to Uganda. And so I got my little.
Oh.
We're leaving on Wednesday to see the mountain gorillas. So everybody that's going, I ordered a bunch of these and I sent everybody one. So
Oh my gosh, that's great.
isn't that cute?
Reminds me, we got to pick the name next time.
Next time of the dog.
Yeah, what do the dog name? Unless you already have it.
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I know you've been busy.
And we can give our gorilla a name too.
Okay.
And
How about for the gorilla name? What if I give a reading this time?
Okay.
I'll give a 30-minute reading.
Okay.
But you pick the name.
Okay.
When you put it on your channel because it's your gorilla, and then you let me know. And okay.
So we got a dog and a gorilla. We should do is every month or every other month, we should name that animal. Wouldn't that be cool?
I like that.
But you can't use Magella.
Okay.
It has to be like something neat. Like,
okay.
Isn't he cute?
He's adorable. I remember when I was in we're getting off subject. We can do this so easy. When I was in Costa Rica, I had a little oh my gosh, as a sloth, right? The sloth. And so I bought one. Not a real, of stuffed. And I put it on my shoulder everywhere I went. And even in the airplane and wherever, when I was in bed, and I'd read to the sloth in bed, and my daughter took pictures of it. I mean, in every picture there was that stuffed sloth.
Oh, that's so cute. I got a monkey on my back.
Okay.
No, he's not a monkey, he's a gorilla. And you can't name him Melvo, okay? So we got the dog, and now we got the gorilla.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All
right. Do you have a question?
Yes. Give me a second. I'm still on the gorilla. I'm slap happy. I haven't had anything. No drinking. Well, I don't drink. No drugs. No nothing. And I'm slap happy.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's where you want to be.
It's me normally. Okay. Divanidhi06 says, hi, Kim and Mel. Can you tell me if there is anything my cat Boogie wants to tell me? He is alive and well, but I just want to understand why he insists on being such a biter. I love him regardless of his biting and scratching.
I just think Divan is just doesn't know any other way like that. He feels like that's good, like that. This is showing affection. This is fun. It's just hard to understand from a human's point of view that's not fun. It's just like, I love you so much, I'm going to bite and scratch you.
Some cats do that. They'll bite out of affection, but just make sure that, you're very careful, because cat bites can be really nasty. They can get terribly infected.
They have those long.
Not so much dog bites, but cat bites can be really bad. So,
okay.
Yeah, I just think he's doing it because he's having fun.
I also think this is how that it was like in the kitty litter. Not litter. Yeah, you know what I mean, litter. Not the cat litter, but the litter of kitties.
Dominance. His cat's trying to be dominant.
Yeah. But this is what he learned, as a newborn kind of a thing, and it just hasn't grown out of it.
Yeah, I think that he wanted to be, or she wanted to be, top of the pecking order, and you're right. I think it's when they were little kitty cats. So
yeah. Okay. All right. Now, I can do the next one.
Okay.
All righty. Okay, Sylvia. Hello, Kim and Mel. My furry dog Fred was 12 years old. He died May 18th. Oh, that's not too long ago. Wow. It's like a week or so ago. At 2:42 p.m. He had a tumor. My question is, Fred okay? Did he make it to the other side? My mom said she can feel him at night since Fred slept with her. Does Fred have any messages for me? So this is again from Sylvia Munez.
Fred crossed over immediately, and it's his energy that Mama's feeling, and she's going to feel his pressure on the bed. But Fred's going to send another critter. Another animal. In other words,
Yeah.
dog.
Critter. Okay, yeah,
Critter.
I get the word. I understand.
We got it.
But there's much of an appreciation here for the gentleness that you showed, Sylvia. As you're like an angel to Fred. I feel like you're the angel. Well, your mom is too, but the whole the atmosphere of the home is beautiful, angelic, and wow, it couldn't have been a better life. Really.
Yeah, I should be a dog in that house, right?
Really, I just see angels here. And there's also, I want to say, grandfather that Fred is with. That would be Sylvia's grandfather. Okay.
I see Grandpa throwing something. I don't know if it's a ball or a stick, and Fred is running after it and bringing it back, and they just keep doing that.
Oh.
And then I see Fred going to like this tunnel, big tunnel, and he's as he's going toward the tunnel, he becomes a puppy, and that puppy will be the birth canal going through that tunnel that he's going to send a puppy back to family.
Nice. That's so beautiful a vision.
Yeah, it's like the tunnel representing the birth canal.
Yeah, beautiful. Wow.
Anyway, that's what he showed me.
Nice. Okay. Oh, I think it's your turn. If you have a question, ready.
Sunflowers, $63.99. I like that. Hi, Kim and Mel. Since 2007, I keep seeing a small black bird with white belly all the time. I've moved 3 times, but I still see it around my yard or on my daily walks. Is someone sending it to me? And if so, what's the message? Thank you.
Okay. Everything's well. Everything's okay. I wonder about the mom, if her mom is in spirit.
It's either mom or grandma.
I feel like it's one of them. Okay. Everything is about comfort. It's about reminding that there's life after life. That's what it's about in this interdimensional world that we live in, the multidimensional world. Everything is fine. And I feel there's actually a group with the mom or grandma. I think it might be mom, but there's actually a whole committee that they're saying, we are fine, we are here. And it really feels like an applause and a celebration to me that they do this. Spirit
comes to us in ways that we can understand. And I think this bird is, it's either, I can't tell if it's mom or grandma, but whenever you see that, we'll say mom's way of letting you know that she's always around, regardless of how many times you move. When you're happy, you'll see it. Out of nowhere, it'll come. You'll even see it sitting like on your windowsill at some point, in the tree behind the house. So that's whenever you see that, it's just mom letting you know that she's around watching over and helping you.
Yeah. And I feel like she needs help, honestly. I mean, some way I feel that. Just a reassurance is what it feels like.
Correct. It's a reassurance. And then they show me a whole flock of birds like that. So you're right. They got the whole council going.
And yeah, awesome. Okay, shall we? Nivra is asking, my baby girl Panda, I guess it's a cat or dog, I'm not sure. Disappeared one day in the late 1980s when my mom let her out. She was 15 and I have never known what happened to her. Can you connect with her and let me know whether she was in pain or hurt? I don't know. Panda might be a cat, but I'm not positive.
I don't see any pain or hurt. I just think that Panda kind of went on Panda's way and would hang around where people would feed Panda and all that stuff. I don't think the Panda was attacked or anything. I think somebody could have taken Panda in and fed Panda, but
I think so too.
and sometimes they get lost, they don't know their way back. But I didn't feel pain. I didn't feel like getting run over. I didn't feel any kind of attack by a wild animal or anything like that.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I think that somebody did, but I don't think Panda lived much longer after that.
No, not long at all.
Pretty short. I mean, like a month, or I mean, short. Okay, but no pain. No, but she was cared for.
Sometimes animals too, when they get sick, they'll hide. Like Lucky was hiding under the table, or she ate. That's a good sign. But if they, because in the wilds, if there was something wrong with them, they would hide because it was a way of protecting themselves against predators. Because if predators knew that they were ill or something was wrong, they were vulnerable, so they would hide.
Yeah.
So I think, Panda, it wasn't painful for Panda.
No,
Somebody
I feel
took care of Panda, fed Panda, but I think you're right. It wasn't long until Panda crossed.
I agree. Yeah.
Maybe that's why Panda took off.
Yeah. Yeah. I see an older lady doing that. Okay. Thank you. That's great.
All right.
Is it? I can't. It's my turn now, isn't it?
Go ahead.
I think so. Okay. Blue Moon is asking. Oh. Okay. She said, I saw you on Mariana's channel. My name was picked for a question, and you answered it for my 60th birthday. On the day of my birthday, I saw a bald eagle. Any significance? And this is blue moon with a bald eagle.
Well, the bald eagle is in the direction of the east, which is really opening the door to ancestral spirits coming in. And so eagle feathers are very powerful for cleansing and for healing. They were very sacred birds to the natives. Eagle has keen eye. And so it looks like eagle is always lofty because its nest is on high places, but eagle's also very grounded because it has to come down to the ground to get its prey. So it's about balance. It's about wisdom. Well, it's about knowledge. It uses its keen eye. So it's about opening that inner eye, the ancestral spirits, paying attention to that clairvoyance, if you will.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right. What's the question next?
All right. Bonita Herring, I like that. Hi, Mel and Kim. Love you both. Thank you. Do you see my Papa and Bella cats who have passed coming back to me reincarnating? And if so, will they get along with my Johnny cat? When they were alive, they did not, because Johnny was a rescue and survived horrific treatment, but is living a spoiled and beautiful life now with me. Thanks so much to you both, XOXO.
Oh.
And do they have any messages for me or my son, who they love very much?
This is Papa and Bella?
My Papa and Bella cats who have passed coming back to me reincarnating. I do see two more cats coming in. One looks more like a calico, and one has that tiger look, kind of.
Calico, are you talking about the orangey cat?
Yeah. Well, a calico cat is like calico cats are always female, and so Tabby's orange, but calico is like that black and orange.
Yeah. I see the orange. Okay. And I think, yes, but I only see one coming back. I don't know why. I only feel one, whatever reason. And Johnny, let's just see if they're gonna get along with Johnny.
The answer is yes.
I agree. Yes, I get a yes. No
You know,
worries. No worries.
I mean,
I'm getting the chills totally, like there's a joyful, it feels actually such a huge joyful reunion. Whoa, that's a reincarnation.
it is. There'll be some teeth gnarling, but they'll get along. Well,
Okay.
I just
Okay.
think it's establishing the pack,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is Tina Mexico. Do Shadow and Princess forgive me? I'm carrying tremendous guilt. Oh my goodness. Tina Mexico. I don't know.
I hear, yes, they forgive you. And they're saying, don't feel guilty. You didn't do anything wrong. And so they forgive you. You just need to forgive you. That's the message that comes through to me.
I know for sure that they forgive because first of all, there is no judge, and they're in unconditional, total unconditional love. There is no grudges, anger, resentment. No, it's total love. I feel total love. Don't absolutely. I agree with you totally, Mel. Yeah,
Okay. Oh.
we're doing pretty good today. We're moving along.
Nadine's 3. Hi, Kim and Mel. I'm picking up a new puppy on Sunday. Yay. How will my other 2 dogs take to the new family member? Their names are Oreo and Chulo. Well, this new puppy, as we said in the South where I come from, is going to be a piss cutter. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. It's a Southern expression. It means this dog is going to be full of mischief and into everything, as we'd say. Puppies have a lot of energy, and sometimes they want to play a lot and then they sleep a lot. And sometimes they can be a bit annoying to an older dog. So one of the older dogs is going to check the puppy. By check, I don't mean hurt, just like, oh, like that.
I think it's one of them too. I agree with one of them. And I'm not sure which one, but I know one of them is going to be a little more annoyed.
Right. I mean, Lucky will check other dogs. If she used to play rough, but if they start getting too rough with her, she will check them. She won't attack. She'll just, and it's like saying stop.
Yeah, and they need that. I mean, they need the socialization and to know what's right, what's good manners, what's not good manners, and they do get it. Even though this puppy probably is, I'm sure, ready to go to a home, but they still will get more. She'll get more. So with the 2 dogs, I know they're going to be fine.
Well, the reason that we use a deep voice when we talk to dogs, like to correction, like no, because when they're puppies, that's why it's important to leave them with their mother and their litter mates for at least 8 to 12 weeks, because the mother will growl when a puppy does something it's not supposed to do. And so it's a mother's way of correcting the puppy. And that's why when we use that deep voice, like, no, the dog gets that because it's like what mama did. And so I think one of these older dogs would be like, and this puppy will get up pretty quick, like, can't do that.
I agree.
Just make sure your room is puppy proof. Like, make sure there's no cords hanging around, or like with the plugs, the wall sockets, put the little plastic things in there, because dogs are notorious for chewing on electrical cords.
Oh yes.
Beagles did that, and I couldn't break Gizmo from it, and I got this stuff called bottled hell. And one drop on your tongue was like, whoa. And I put it on the cords. I put it on the phone cord, actually. And when she took it in her mouth, she shook her head. She never went after a cord again. Now that sounds harsh, but it's better to have that than fried puppy.
Yeah.
And it's funny, after that, I could just get a Tabasco bottle out and she would run.
Oh my goodness.
I just have to look at her and hold the Tabasco bottle, and she like take off. I was like,
oh wow.
That was, I use that as a correction to, I'll be like,
what are you doing to that poor dog? Tabasco.
you put, because it doesn't really hurt them. It just kind of burns a little bit like it does humans, and it's unpleasant. And they said try sour apple. I tried that. I tried
it didn't work. I tried it.
Eagles will eat anything.
They like sour apple.
She loved it. She loved pineapple. She loved avocados. They ate plants. They ate, you name it, they ate it.
Okay.
So The hot sauce worked.
Okay, I like that. I like it. Okay.
My dog Wizard, he loved jalapenos. When I would get like the pickled jalapenos, he would bark and I'd give him one. Oh my God, he loved them.
Really?
I've never seen a dog eat jalapenos, but this dog loved
No,
them.
I haven't either. Wow. Well, you train him. That are you sure it was a dog?
He was a dentist and minister of the dog world, that's for sure. You know, I used to get
The
dogs
human
nobody
in a dog.
wanted they weren't mean, they were just so misbehaved.
Yeah, a human in a dog suit.
They
Maybe.
remind me of me, right?
Maybe. Is it mine? I don't know. Is it? I can't. Working bridges. I think it's your turn.
Okay. Karen X 4144. A childhood cat was run over and killed. Months after that, I could see that cat kitty meow kitty meow as in cow walk across my bedroom floor towards my bed at night. It happened more than once. Was it just me grieving my cat dreaming, or was kitty meow really there? I can still remember it so clearly many decades later. Kitty Mal was there, absolutely, letting you know it wasn't your fault that Kitty Mal got run over, and that Kitty Mal was letting you know that Kitty Mal is still alive and well, but on the other side.
Yes, and of course, Karen, when she was a child, easier to see the cat. You know, and so in other words, this tells us also that the cat has no anger or anything about that. It was, for whatever reason, it was a lesson for the family. And yeah, so she could see it, and the cat was
Kids are a lot more open to psychic stuff. And then, you know, when we become adults, you know, we teach kids to put the filters up and oh no,
Yeah.
it's not. And so you know, her psychic doors were open. And that's why I saw Kitty Mouse.
Yeah, and it's great. There, I think the cat stayed there for a long, long time, but maybe she grew out of the ability to see, you know, because I think around age 9 is about the time most kids get out of that dreamy state.
Well, that's the one when I was just going into mine.
Oh, really?
Well,
Oh, wow.
I was very psychic. It was just normal in my household.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think Karen's 4144. I think you're also a medium, so pay attention to your mediumship abilities.
Mm-hmm. Or just to make sure you reopen that door.
Reopen the doors, right?
Okay, now I don't know. Jackie's saying Twinkie, and today, May 31, is her gotcha day, 1 year, and my birthday. Oh, that's nice. Well, happy birthday to Jackie and Twinkie.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. La la la.
There you go. Happy birthday.
I do la la la. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so we
All right.
now did we do Michelle Krantz? No.
I don't think.
Okay, I don't think so either. Last year I was fostering an all-white feral cat that I called Abby. She got outside and ran away. I spotted her a few times outside, but she would not let me pick her up and would run away. Is she okay? So Abby for Michelle Krantz.
She's alive and well.
A little stinker too. She found the home, the place she needed to be. So you're right. This was a foster. She found it naturally. You didn't have to do a lot of work.
You know, sometimes cats are very persnickety in the beginning about, you know, like making up with you. I remember my friend Sally. Sally's in spirit, but the cat's left behind. But when she got the cat named Bella, she was like, I don't know, Bella's never made up with me. I said, just give it time. Don't rush it. It's like with a dog. If you rush a dog, forget about it. I said, you got to let the cat come to you. Well, I'm not tired of waiting. And then finally, Bella just one day came up and started nuzzling. And from that time on, it was history. So,
yeah. Yeah.
So
but I do feel like that cat found their home.
Absolutely. Totally.
Yeah. Abby.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Birdsong Annalise says, thank you, Kim and Mel. As I was driving home from the vet's office after assisting my dear 17-year-old pug in his passing, I clearly heard a cheerful, thanks, Mommy. Was this my beloved pet, and does he have any message? Many thanks.
Absolutely, yes. Are
So-
you kidding? Absolutely, and it was so wonderful that as you were driving home, because as when we first leave our body, we're very close to the spirit, to the earth plane, and so it would be even easy. That's the easiest time.
The message is, he's thankful that you gave him a good life, and that he's thankful that you took him out of his misery so he could cross over and just romp and play again.
Yeah, and yeah. No, I had joy. I feel so much joy,
Yeah,
lots of joy with the new life, the life after life.
there you go.
Okay, so now my turn, and let me see here. Joe Krantz. I'm writing down everybody, so I might be able to put a little post links, let know who you read. I don't know if I get organized. Okay. Jill Miller. Might be too late for this question, but my relative's dog hurt her foot. We can't figure out what happened or why she would be excessively licking it and holding it up. When she walks, her name is Molly, Australian Shepherd.
Oh,
Molly, Aussie, and this is for Jill Miller.
Australian Shepherds are herding dogs. Lucky's Australian cattle dog and Kelpie. And sometimes, like if they're herding or running, they can pull like a little tendon in the paw. I don't think there's anything in it, but if she's holding it up, Lucky's done that. Sometimes they can actually rip a dew claw as well. That happened to Lucky. But I probably think in this case, it could be like a little, check the dew claws in the claws and see if one's cracked. It's like having your fingernail quicked. I don't think it's that though. I think it's really a tendon in there. And I
Yeah,
think it's going to heal.
I feel like if I'm looking at it, it feels like the second one over from the inside, like somewhere down that section with the tendon down there. I guess it would be up here too. Like that one. Okay. Yeah, and oh, I know, I can see what happened. It was a wob, it was like a twisted, like you know how we twist an ankle. That's kind of what it feels like.
Whatever you do, never ever give a dog ibuprofen because it will kill the dog. Ibuprofen is terribly toxic to dogs. So don't ever do that.
Okay. Thank you for saying that. Reminder.
Just remind everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Essen Snoogle, oh, whatever. Hi, Mel and Kim. We had to give up our rescue today. The certified trainer with 30 years experience said he wasn't safe for my grandchildren, husband, and guest. I think he is happier now as he is back at the rescue and supposedly doing fine. Afterwards, I sat on my bed and felt the mattress depressed twice. Was that my former fur babies there to help me? The answer is yes. If you have a dog that you don't know what triggers that aggression, and as a dog trainer, sometimes we know how to read the body language, but most people don't. And sometimes even dog trainers, a dog will just attack with no warning. So you don't know what was triggering that dog. And there's a saying in dog training, never, ever, ever, never teeth on flesh. Never. I evaluate dogs for Canine Good Citizen, Canine Good Citizen Advanced. And there's a part of the test where we do grooming. We just kind of look at their ears and their paws. And if they even just mouth, and they're just playing, I will flunk the dog for that. I'll say, got to work on that, because never ever teeth on flesh. So the bottom line is you did the right thing, because you don't know what triggers the dog. And so this dog needs an animal behavioralist, and you can't have it attacking kids or your husband or other dogs or other things like that. So you absolutely did the right thing.
Sad, but still.
It is sad, but talking from a perspective of being a dog trainer and a person who evaluates dogs, and it's also, I'm sure my guides told me to talk as a dog trainer right now. And so you made the right choice. I see another dog coming though. I see another rescue.
Me too. Me too. I see that too. Easy, quick, actually. Okay. Hey, Pink Lady. Okay. Hi, Mel and Kim. My fur baby Molly just passed. Seemed like we had a Molly, but that's different Molly. Still grieving. Does she have a message for me and her fur baby brother that is still with me? Okay, so Molly, and this is for Pink Lady. And this lady is Laydee. Okay, and this is Molly. Okay, oh my gosh. Well, the first thing is she's right there with you because I feel the chills. I mean, just the remarkable, you know, I mean, I guess I always see angel wings, but I am seeing angel wings on Molly. And just she's, you know, I mean, I guess it just means she's in heaven. She's in the doggy heaven. She's in the new world that is really feels very beautiful. All love. So the message couldn't be more grateful and feel more lucky.
And loved.
Yes,
I
yes,
just felt pure love. That's what came through, pure love.
yes, nice. Thank you.
Okay. Song Wolf. Wolf is one of my favorite animals, actually. Hi, Auntie Mel and Kim. Do you see any message from my beloved kitties, Mosey and Minwy, who passed years ago about getting a new fur baby, cat or dog? Miss them so much. I see a dog.
Mhm.
You're thinking cat, right, Kim?
No, actually, you know what? I was reading. I'm so sorry. Can you say the question again?
I'm sorry.
I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Auntie Mel and Kim. Um, do you see any messages from my beloved kitties, Mosey and Minwy, who passed years ago about getting a new fur baby,
Oh,
cat or dog? Miss them so
dog.
much. And I see a dog.
I see a dog
Um,
too. A small one.
yeah, I see a dog because I'm drawing here. Here's what I drew.
Okay. I see a dog.
I guess it's
Okay.
a dog.
Do you think the ears are floppy like that?
I don't know. I just drew that.
Oh, I see. Okay, because I saw pointed, but you
Floppy.
know
Oh,
what?
you saw them standing up. Well,
But
look
yeah,
down here that goes down like that. So one up and one down kind
okay. Well, but yeah, there's actually, yes, dog.
of. Um, all right. Your turn, Kim.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Catherine here. And Catherine Moo Shaw. Okay. Hi, Kim and Mel. Clap, clap, clap. I have an 11-year-old Pomeranian who takes medication for seizures and is my best friend. I have him registered as an emotional support dog and I take him everywhere with me. Does Cooper have anything he would like to say to me to do for him? Thank you for sharing your gifts with us. Namaste. Okay, so this is the Pomeranian Cooper.
I see the medication changing a little bit for the seizures. And when they do that, that might make him a little bit tired. So see him sleeping more than normal. Don't get nervous about it. It's just a different form or maybe different dosage of a medication. I'm just picking up that he's really happy, very, very happy.
I feel this dog feels so lucky, blessed to be in your arms. And there's a reason for the seizures. There's a karmic thing here for you to notice. Well, I think it's a lesson. Somehow, we all teach each other things, and it's something about just appreciating what you've got.
I agree. Okay. Animal tested, love approved. Hi, Mel and Kim. I have a 10-year-old Great Dane, Raja, who since we got her trusted me, follow me. What changed? And she is having problems with her back legs. That's kind of normal with Great Danes. Unfortunately, they don't live a long time. And if your dog is 10 years old. That's old for a Great Dane, and their hips typically go out, or their back legs. I'm trying to help her with medication. Does she want to tell us or me anything? Thank you so much. Well, the medication is helping her with the pain, but don't force her to do stuff. Let her lay around as much as possible. And you'll know when it's her time. Here's
Yeah.
how. They'll stop eating and she'll hide.
Yeah. I still feel the pain isn't totally resolved.
No, it's not.
It's still maybe even a 4 or 5 if I had to put a number on it. I mean, it's not severe, but it is keeping her, like, I don't know if is it awake. Hard to find a comfortable position. I'll
Time
say.
for the gabapentin.
Yeah, if not already there. Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Or there's that other one, that anti-inflammatory, because gabapentin is really good for nerve pain, but and kind of generalized pain too. But there's that other one that for dogs, Rimadyl, but I know that's hard on the liver.
Rimadyl is. In fact, I just took Lucky off of Apoquel. It's for allergies.
Yeah.
I had her on it and she started breaking out again, and I I took off of it for a while, and then we started giving it to her again. I told Gary to take her off of it because it can really hurt their liver.
Oh,
But,
okay.
now what was the name of the one you just said? I'm sorry.
Not rifampin. Oh my gosh, Rimadyl.
Rimadyl. Yeah.
And that's an anti-inflammatory, but that's very hard on the liver and stuff.
You've got to give it to them with food because it can really mess up their digestive system.
Oh, okay. All right. So Catherine, I'm going to move on to, okay, this is Patty Sofer. I'm just writing your name down, Patty Sofer, because it does help me. Okay. Does my dog Chester want to tell me about his heart murmur or something else? I didn't even know he has a heart murmur. Do I have a heart murmur? Let's see, Chester.
Heart murmur could be a little bit of a valve problem, or it could be some valve regurgitation or something. At this juncture, I don't think it's a lot to worry about. As he gets older, then that might create the regurgitation, might get to the point where the heart could be enlarged, but right now it's okay.
I agree too, and I think that this dog, it feels more playful than to me, and so no, it's not holding Chester back at all. It's just like, okay, what's the next event? Okay, what's that? Keep me busy. I like to be busy. I want to know what's going on in the world. Keep me informed and let me know and let me see the world as much as possible. And who cares about a heart murmur?
You bothering the dog. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Nan Benning, 5418 says, I'd love to hear from my 3 beloveds, all passed. Patty, an English setter, Lance, a golden retriever, and Cooper, a retriever lab chow. Thank you. That's a mixture, retriever lab chow. Huh? They're around, frolicking around each other, running. I see them running around a tree. One had a strong prey drive because it's looking at something up in the tree. And one is just kind of rolling over for a tummy rub. And one wants to shake a paw, wants to shake hands. I just feel their energy around you, and they're thankful that you gave them so much love.
They're together. They're definitely together.
Right.
And I don't know, I feel Patty being very regal. I feel Patty very regal. And Lance more like a goofball, if I have to say, a little goofball. And I think Cooper would be the one like this prey drive thing. So anyway, they're still up to their antics. They still have their same personality.
They do.
Thank you, Nan. I think Nan has had her question on our page for quite a while. So I'm glad we finally got to Nan.
Exactly.
Yay. Okay.
Lucky, it was funny. We in our little backyard here, Gary puts a garden in. It's a townhouse, it's a tiny little backyard, but we put a fence up so Lucky could go out. But there's a gap under the gate, about like this. And so there's some plants that Gary just put in. So he said the other morning he said, Lucky made a beeline toward those plants. And she's like, there was something in there. And I thought, well, I hope it wasn't a baby skunk because he got sprayed once. And that's the worst smell. Oh God. So anyway, it was a baby possum. And Gary said this baby possum was like, hissing at her. And she thought, I think it was a puppy or something. She was wanting to play with it. And every time she'd play with it, we'd be like, Lucky's the kind of dog, if she starts to pee or poop, if something grabs her attention, she'll stop and she'll go for what grabs her attention. So Gary said, she started to pee. She saw the possum. She came back. She finished peeing. Then she went back to the possum. Then she had to go poop. And she didn't finish that. She went back to the possum. And I said, what was the possum doing? And Gary said, it was just still like this. Possum. When she went back to finish up doing her business, Gary said the little thing scurried under the gate. And he said, do you think it can cause rabies? I said, well, number one, she's had her shots, and two, possums do not carry rabies. They're one of the only mammals that don't.
Oh,
and
really?
So, yeah, I don't think they don't carry rabies. So
so
better a possum than a skunk.
Yeah.
So Lucky's got her possum buddy back there talking about prey drive.
Oh,
I was saying, Lucky, come over here, Lucky. And he goes, Melma, would you have done? I would have said, leave it, come. And he goes, for you, she would have done it. I go, well, yeah, but that's because you spoil her.
yeah. Well, I've got my golden / lab goes out there and shakes the bushes with her face.
Oh yeah,
get any birds coming out of there.
That's part of it.
Oh my gosh. The first thing, beelines. So now I have to go outside and shake the bushes before she goes outside.
Because they want to retrieve something.
Yes.
So what you could do, there's these little fake ducks you can get. They're made of seatbelt material. It's got like an elastic band on it, and you pull it back, and when you let it go, it flies. So you throw that and let her go get that and bring it back, and that would satisfy that desire to retrieve. And
well, yeah, I think it's the birds she's more interested in. She's not that great of a retriever. She just wants to get the animals.
So what you could do is you could get like one of those fake little birdies and put it in the tree and see what would happen.
Okay, yeah.
Just make sure, because sometimes those bushes get yellow jackets in there. A yellow nest, and if she shakes, ooh, that ain't pretty.
Well, maybe that's a good that would be a good lesson for her.
No, you don't get stung by a whole thing of yellow jackets, because they just don't stop stinging, and it can be pretty nasty. So I would keep an eye on your bushes for yellow jackets.
Okay.
Hornets.
Okay. I haven't seen any of those, but okay. My turn?
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Biggs, and then there's a picture of a beagle face. Imagine that. Mr. Biggs is asking the question. I had two different rescued beagles, Forrest and Rupert.
I had Wizard, and then Gizmo was a purebred.
Oh. They both helped me through a very difficult time in my life, but I have always felt that I didn't do enough for Rupert. Do any of them have a message for me? Thanks, Kim and Mel. And this is Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs.
Rupert is not angry at all. I mean, it's almost like Wizard. He was the Dennis the Menace of the dog world. I used to get so mad at that dog. Oh my God, you name it, he would do it. I mean, he would just, I didn't want to pee on stuff, and it would be like he would eat everything, and but he was a sweet dog. He was just so mischievous.
Is that normal for beagles?
No.
Okay.
Beagles are scent hounds, and beagles typically don't do really well in obedience, but I can train them, but because they're always on the scent of something. And when a beagle's on the scent, their ears shut down, eyes shut down, everything shuts down except their nose. And that's why you have to have a fenced in yard, because when they're on the trail, they don't pay attention to cars, nothing. And so they have a lot of beagle fatalities. But beagles have 3 or 4 functions. To eat, they will eat and eat and eat. To bark, roar, roar, and the bark howl, roar, roar, roar.
My dog's listening to you, okay?
To sniff, a beagle can follow a trail that's probably 2 or 3 days old for maybe over a mile.
Oh my.
And so that's why they use them for at the airports to sniff out things you're not supposed to bring in, not drugs so much, but like food.
Oh, oh,
And beagles they're so good natured. So the other quality that's so beautiful about them is they love to cuddle.
uh-huh.
And
A
so,
good cuddler.
but they're very independent. And
Oh,
you can be trying to train a beagle and you're trying to teach it to do something and it's more interested in sniffing at the bug crawling across the floor.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I don't think your dog thinks that you didn't give him enough attention. I don't think that at all.
No, and I feel like they're just happy together. Yeah.
Right. They are. Absolutely.
Okay.
I've
I think
always had beagles. This is the first non-beagle I've had.
wow. Interesting. Huh. Well, you would know about beagles then.
Oh, trust me. I used to have to put duct tape on the top of the refrigerator because Gizmo and Wizard would open the refrigerator door and eat off the bottom two shelves.
Oh my.
My dog Radar was part beagle. Oh my God. She was really smart. She taught herself to open the door. It was like, oh God.
You don't need a dog smarter than a human.
Oh, yeah, this one was. She was too smart. Lucky
Okay.
smart, but a good smart. Radar
Yeah.
was like brilliant.
Yeah.
And she could figure things out in a nanosecond.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So,
Okay. Do you want me to ask the next or you?
okay.
How are we doing? We're almost getting close to an hour. But
Okay, Joe Burrs, one. Hello, my dog Berkeley passed away years ago. I have another great dog, Rivet. I love him. Berkeley died from a power outage lightning strike with power in the puddle. He waited for me to tell him he could go home. Animals are my connection, Julie. Oh, I thought I would just share that. It's not a question, it's just a
oh wow.
statement.
Beautiful. Do you have
Okay.
another?
All right. Here. Tina, Mexico, 1604. Did we ask this one? Do
I
shadow
think we did.
do
We
shadow
did. We got that one.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Dog Mama 5202. Hi Mel and Kim. My fur baby Molly just recently passed, still grieving. Does she have a message for me and her fur baby brother that is still with me? We answered that one too, I think, didn't we? Or didn't we? I don't think we
Uh-huh.
did.
Uh-huh.
Did we answer that one?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Did we do them all? I don't know.
Okay, here I've got one.
Okay.
Patricia Todd.
All right.
Kim and Mel. I haven't. Do you have that one?
No.
I have an overall question for you for your guides regarding needed insects. It seems there are less and less insects in years past. Is this a concern or can the need for them resurface? Okay.
I think with all the insecticides and stuff we use, but there's so many thousands and thousands and thousands of species of insects. And that's why we need our birds to keep the insect population at bay. And with the Supreme Court stripping away some of the Clean Water Act, all the crap that's going to go on the water, our birds drink that water. So what's going to happen is birds are going to start to die. And then that's going to cause what? Insect populations to explode. So they didn't act in their ultimate wisdom, that's for sure. But I see clean water bill coming back again. I'm not being political. So I think what we're going to see is an increase in more insects that are invasive. And because a lot of there's no predators to get rid of them. And so birds like insects, but like the Asian ash borer, Cook County, when it started, we lost over 75,000 ash trees because the ash borer killed them. I had my tree treated and we thought it was going to die, but I talked to it and I was, come on, you can do this. And it's beautiful. So my neighbor and I, we have one of the only ash trees in the vicinity and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
All the ash trees, a lot of them died. So because because woodpeckers will get them, but they just exploded and there wasn't enough predators to keep them under control. So I see some explosion in insect populations due to climate change and all of that. That's
You
what I
see coming up. Okay. But yeah, so I noticed this year I hardly see any bees. Last year I had thousands of bees. I couldn't keep the hummingbirds with the feeder because the bees were swarming the feeder so much. I see maybe 2 or 3 bees this year.
Well, that's another frightening thing. There's a huge decrease in the bee population, and they
Yeah.
don't know it's because of toxins in the environment, all the cell phones and stuff like that. And we really need bees because they pollinate flowers.
Right.
And that's why a lot of beekeepers rent out their bees to farmers to pollinate crops. And without bees, we're going to be up a creek.
That's right. Right. There is mass extinction in insects. I know for sure. And I do think besides what you're talking about for chemicals, but I also believe it is climate somehow.
Correct.
And everything's changing, right? Places that were dry are now wet. Places that were wet are now dry. I mean, there's so many things happening that's changing, and they're very sensitive. They're way more sensitive than we think they are.
Sure. And for the Supreme Court, who voted to strip away the Clean Water Act, I think they should have to drink some of that contaminated water.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Because it's harmful to the animals.
Yes.
And that's my political statement.
But yeah, and it's a sad thing. But
it is.
But I do know. I remember last year when I was in Shasta, these angels came and told me. They said there's mass extinction in more than as people, animals, trees, everything.
I think you're right. We really need to learn to nurture our environment. And how's it going, Hawaiian? It means one who nurtures the land walks in self-righteousness for Hawaii. So we have to nurture the land, and we have to nurture our insects and our animals and things like that. So
yeah, I know. I've got a new spider on a plant that's making a zigzag web. Looks like a zipper. I mean, it's got some other stuff, but it's not the round thing. But it's a zip. I've got to look it up to see what it is. One morning it was one zipper, and then I see another slight zipper off to the side, another slight zipper off to the side. I don't even know what it is, but anyway.
I would never kill a spider in the house because I see them in the basement. It's not infested with them, but they eat other bugs. So
yeah,
yeah. If I see a bug in the house, I just pick it up in the Kleenex and take it outside and let it go.
That's what I do. I even do that with flies too. I mean,
Lucky gets flies. If she sees something flying, she'll go after it until one day she got a bee.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't pretty. I had to give her Benadryl, but she'll still go after flies.
Yeah.
So I got my own fly catcher in the house.
Good. You got a healthy one. Okay.
So next week on Wednesday, I'll be leaving for Uganda. And so we won't be seeing each other for a couple of weeks.
Right. And I'm going to be going to, a couple of weeks, because then I'll be in Shasta the week after that.
There you go. Well, we'll be gone for 10 days. So I'll be in Uganda. You'll be in Mount Shasta. And tell them about Mount Shasta. Is it sold out?
Well, we're up to 30 and it's a good number, but I think we could still have a couple more. So I even put it on my community page because we need to know tomorrow for the dinner reservation. It's or by June 2nd. That's 2 days if people want to still sign up. But the Shasta thing, we start on a Thursday morning and end on a Sunday morning. We do a shamanic medicine wheel on the mountain. Then we're doing some divination walks. Then we are doing one afternoon for healing. We're going to do chakra healing and sound bowls. We're going to do a sound bath, and then more divination tools at the mountain. Do a small hike. We have a Friday night taco dinner, and then we're doing psychic games. We're doing psychic musical chairs. It's fun. Speed reading. And then we're doing psychometry and a rock reading. for each other. Well, I'm giving away all our secrets, but this is so don't tell anybody what we're doing. It's a surprise.
I don't know anything.
Okay, and then Sunday morning, we're doing a ceremony, the final ceremony. We've got some other fun activity. I got some fun activities for the Sunday morning closing ceremony.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you want to go, who do they get a hold of? I know Danny Shea's going.
Yep.
So-
Annie, Shay, and I are putting it together.
And to whom do they call? How do they get a hold? Let's say
Okay.
somebody wanted to call you and sign up. How do they do it?
Yeah, mediumkim.com. They can go. There's a link on my event page, but there's also a link on my YouTube channel, Medium Kim. And so I just put that up tonight with the link.
And Danny Shea's an excellent tarot reader.
Yes.
So I would say, and he's got a great sense of humor, and he's a nice guy.
Yes, he is.
So I would say, I would encourage everybody to go, because I've never been, but I promise you, psychically, I see that you'll have a very, very good time.
I think so too. Yeah, it's gonna be special.
So everybody sign up.
Yeah. Last year we went, and well, it was just 4 of us. It wasn't a retreat. I just met Danny and Dr. Gail, and I met Danny's brother Billy, who's a hiker, and he helped us get lost and get found again.
Hey, do you think I'll be able to finish this hike in Uganda? Because in Sedona, I walked I get up with Linda Grindel's nephew, Vinny. Well, I wouldn't get up with him, but we'd meet in the morning and we would walk for a couple hours. Well, we'd walk for a couple miles.
In Sedona?
Yes.
Okay.
And Moggle's in the middle of nowhere. And so I thought, okay. But since I've gotten home, I've been so crazy busy. I haven't had time to do anything. And, we're going to hike anywhere from 2 to 6 hours into the jungle in Uganda. And I'm thinking, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to be like, oh, God.
Well, you're going to need to take a break in that time.
I don't know if they let us, but.
Oh, really?
I'm taking ibuprofen.
Well, yeah, but I feel like at least the 2 to 3 hour mark, 2.5 to 3 hour mark will be the break time.
Well, let's hope. I don't think they're slave drivers. I just think that what they do is they send out guides in the morning, and they will go. Some of the gorilla families are acclimated to people, and they'll find those families, and then they'll radio back to the guides where they're at, and then the guides kind of hack through the jungle with machetes. There's no trails, and some of the gorilla families have not been introduced to humans for a purpose, because they're trying to bring the population back, and they're coming back. So part from this goes to help save the mountain gorilla.
Yay, that's awesome. See how you're.
We have to wear a mask in the jungle.
Oh.
Well, because chimpanzees and gorillas have 98% of our DNA. And so they're susceptible to human diseases. So we have to wear a mask, because our diseases could wipe them out.
Wow.
One day we'll hike in to see the chimpanzees, one day to see the gorillas. And so you're only allowed to get within 6 feet of a gorilla, which isn't far. It's about 3 meters, I think. No, I don't know.
No, 6 feet, 2 meters.
2 meters. Yep, 2 meters. So that's not very far.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. What's the temperature going to be like?
I think it gets cool at nighttime in the day, probably 74, 75.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Right. But I've got all my DEET and everything else to put on.
Yeah, and depends on how much you have to carry for your 6 hour hike.
Well, there's porters that do that.
Okay.
And so you pay them, I think, $25, and I'm not going to take a lot. They'll give us water. I'm taking, sanitary wipes. You're not able to go to the bathroom in the jungle, because here again, if you urinate in the jungle or something else, the animals that live there are susceptible to human disease. So
yeah,
I guess you don't drink a lot of water before you go.
So it's a 6 hours and back 6 hours, or is it?
No. It could be 6 hours round trip.
Okay.
Sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 4, but it's round trip.
Okay.
It's not like 6 hours in and 6 hours out. I think we'd end up in Rwanda if we did that.
Well, it depends how fast you walk.
Yeah, well, that movie Gorillas in Our Midst, it got that name because when they say go into the mist, when you go to the top of some of those hills or those mountains, it's misty, and the mountain gorillas live up there, and that's how it got. That's how Diane Fossey, the movie Gorilla. She wrote a book, Gorillas in Our Mist, and she was the one that really was just trying to stop poaching and studied them and to bring them back. She was killed by poachers, but the people that used to be poachers nowadays, they're the paid porters and guides, and they make more being porters and guides.
Oh, really?
So that kind of made them stop poaching.
Wow.
So,
Oh my gosh, you're doing such good work by doing that, Mel.
well, it's about reconnecting. One day we'll spend a day in a Ugandan school to see how the kids learn, and part of the money goes to help that school. One day we'll hike in to see the chimpanzees. The last day to see the gorillas. One day on the river to see the hippopotamuses or the hippopotami or whatever the plural of that is.
Hippos.
And yeah, there you go. And to see the elephants. One day we'll be on the savannah to see the animals. One morning we'll do a game drive to see the hyenas and the lions that hunt before they go back into the woods to, during midday to cool off a bit. So
Wow.
we'll see all kinds of wildlife. So
Oh my gosh, I think that's going to be maybe a little more adventurous than Shasta, but that sounds amazing. I'm going to join you whenever you go. I just need a little advance.
I'll put another one together. If I can get 20 people, or at least if I can get at least 17 people, then I'll put another one together. So
Okay.
and I'll come back with lots of stories.
Oh yeah.
But Mount Shasta, everybody, my ADD kick in. mediumkim.com. And if they want a reading, they email you mediumkim.com, correct?
That's right. That's right.
And visit your YouTube channel. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thank
Subscribe.
you. That's so sweet, Mel. And everybody's are watching this on your channel, that they should be knowing what your channel is.
Well, my channel is crazy. No, how do they get a hold of me? Call my office, 847-590-5411, 847-590-5411, or email me, www.meldoerr.com. Meldoerr, MELDOERR.com. So
Okay.
I'm excited for you guys about Mount Shasta. I predict that everybody's going to have the time of their lives, and you're going to do a lot of laughing and yay.
No, I'm excited too. Yeah, it'll be fun.
What's the temperature going to be?
40s to 50s at night, and then 70s to 80s, but could even be a little warmer during the afternoon.
That sounds like Chicago weather.
Big change.
Difference.
Layers of clothes. So, but
All right, my dear.
all right, thank you.
Well,
Blessings.
We'll do this when we get back from Uganda and back from Mount Shasta.
Yeah. Have a wonderful trip. Oh, I'm so excited for you. So, and take care of yourself.
I will. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for all the healing. Everybody, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.